Hey everyone, I hope you're doing great. So, today I'm making this video to share my feelings because we cannot talk to our friends, we cannot talk to our relatives, we cannot talk to the people who we know them because they'll start judging you and they will say, "Oh, you're doing fine, you're just feeling it. Don't worry." They'll just start sympathizing, which I absolutely don't like it. So I thought to make a video because I'm also very camera shy. So this will give me an advantage to encourage myself to face the camera because I have moved to a senior role which involve um, multiple calls on video, and I'm trying to be comfortable on the video. So yep, I'm taking this as a challenge to encourage myself for the video calls. So now uh, the main motive of this video is to share my feelings basically, because it's been 5 years I'm working from home and I'm feeling bit stuck and monotonous with the same routine. A little bit about myself. So my name is Gina, and I am from Ranchi basically, but I moved to Bangalore because of my studies in 2012, and then I started staying in PG. The advantage of staying in PG is that you don't have to cook and clean the room. However, you have to do the basic chores which is supposed to be done, which is shared by uh, the PG warden, and also you have to clean your clothes and other things if they don't have washing machine as such. Then I graduated in 2016, and I was eager to start working because I was determined not to rely on my parents' money. And I began with odd jobs, including a role as a daycare coordinator. I got the job because I enjoy talking. I'm like a chatterbox. If I'm comfortable with you, I can talk non-stop, so that came as an advantage, because children will imitate whatever you say. So uh, my personal take, speaking in English, is we I get to talk to multiple clients, and English is a common language for us to interact. So every time I speak, I try to include one new vocabulary. So for with the children also, if you speak and use new vocabulary, they tend to imitate and pick up those vocabularies. So the person who was interviewing me, he said, okay, you are good in speaking, so that should be an advantage for the children who are around with you to learn the English language. And they fixed the salary as like 8,000, and half of it I was paying for PG rent, and so I don't have to worry about the meals. And also I was keeping 4,000 for other expenses. Thankfully food was included in the PG. And after I switched multiple jobs, and I finally landed in good position. Around that time I met a really nice guy on the dating site. I mean, I was using Tinder, of course. People in Bangalore, they use Tinder. So it was wonderful, and even though more than 5 years has been passed, but I still cannot forget the feel. Unfortunately, we were involved in with. Unfortunately, he was like involved in several other girls that from the dating app. Despite knowing the fact, I was deeply in love and I stayed with him despite knowing the truth. Eventually, we broke up, and he was talking. I vaguely remember that he used to talk that he has to move to London, and later I got to know from the social media that he moved to London, and then um, I believe China, because he was favorite of his manager. So he moved to London and then moved to China after that. I mean, after the breakup, I did not even care to stalk him or something, because I'm not that kind of person to go after we had a terrible breakup. So afterwards, I decided to focus solely on myself and didn't date anyone for 2 years. And I moved into flat where I could live my life freely without rules and regulation. And I channeled my anger, frustration into cooking and taking care of myself. After 2 years, I met another guy, who happens to be my neighbor. It wasn't particularly about the dating, because he directly asked me about marriage, how serious about marriage, because he wanted somebody for permanent. But because of my past experiences, I did not really pay much attention, and I was just going with the flow. I did not give him any hint that I want to get married or something, but deep down I wanted to stay committed to him. But that didn't happen, and he moved from Bangalore to Delhi. And later, uh, when I expressed that okay, I wanted it for permanent, then he told, okay, then why did you ask me to go back to Delhi? uh, because I cannot stop him. He got a better job in Delhi, and he was from a neighboring state. So I cannot come in between somebody's career for which they have worked so hard. So I told him, you can go and then you can speak to your parents. And then when his parents got involved, his mother was she said very hurtful things, which one typical Indian mother would say, okay, my son, this, that, and all of this. So from that day onwards, I decided not to even date, not even think about guys. Like, I did not have hatred, but I made up my mind, like, I am not going that path once again. So I, as I was working from home, that gives me an advantage to travel. So what I did, I booked a trip from Bangalore to Delhi, and I was going to Kulu and Manali alone. And then it was great experience. However, I traveled from Bangalore to Delhi, and then I took a bus from, I remember my flight was from Bangalore like 11:30 to like 2 hour flight. 12:30 I was in Delhi, and then another 2 hours I traveled within the city to reach to the bus stop to take the bus from Delhi to Manali. And it was great journey. I was scared, but I was just pretending I'm very brave and I know all this shit. So I went for a trip, but I did not like it. I mean, I was just punishing myself to be alone, and I don't need anybody, but deep down, I do need people around me. I love sharing my experiences, sharing my the feelings with them. But again, at the end of the day, these I'm feeling that nobody has time to listen to you. So yeah, now whenever I gossip with my friends, like I have two female friends, like whenever I call them like once 2 months or something like that, because when you talk daily, that also become boring. So I'm working from home. As I said, I'm from Ranchi, but I don't like that place, because you are a good girl, you should not go here, don't go there, don't do this. So I don't like that. It's been like more than 14 years I am away from home, living alone, and I'm used to of this life. I mean, I like things the way it's kept, and I basically decide what to keep where. But if I go my home, my mother will decide where to keep what, and she will not listen, which is okay. I don't hate her for that. It's her home. She can decide where to keep what and how to run the house. So I have obsession with gardening. I'm done with that. I had obsession with traveling. I'm done with that as well. And I had obsession with googling stuff, where to find, what to do. I'm bored of that. Now I don't know what to do, because whenever I speak to my friends also, they say, okay, you you came so far for studies, you study, then you got a job, you had a boyfriend, you stayed with boyfriend, you have like lived with them, uh, like a couple, uh, like the way people stay after the marriage. And then you have traveled, you have hobbies, you're bored of that. Now what you want to do? So now I myself don't know what I want to do. The only thing keeps me going is my job, because in workplace we get new challenges, new work, new experience, new topic to discuss. That's keeps me going. And I'm quite a health freak, so I love to eat healthy food because my metabolism is not that strong. So I'm working on that. And I'm not very social media person, so these days I'm trying to get the hang of YouTube, and Instagram is not my type of thing. So yeah, I'm here to seek your help and the wise words how to overcome all these feelings, because some days I feel, oh, I'm great, but deep down I know this is like become very mechanical for me. And yeah, I don't know, I'm kind of speechless, like what to do. And so I'm not editing this video because I'm not good at all this um, activity. I'm just getting started, so I'm not going to edit this video. It's the video shot in one go. So I don't want to make a commercial type of video. It's just to share my feelings and document it over the online and seek people advice. Yeah. So I have grown, like I'm 31-year-old, by the way. So yeah, and I have no plans to get married, because many of people ask me, what is your plan of getting married? Like, when it has to happen, it will happen. I'm bored of asking and hearing all those questions, so I kind of stopped going to my relatives. My parents are my strength, because they don't force me for anything. I'm blessed that way. They don't force me for anything. Like, if I make them understand I'm not feeling this, and this will be the consequences if you force me to do it, they will not even force me to uh, do anything or go anywhere or behave certain way. So yeah, so I am eagerly waiting for people who can guide me on this journey of overcoming this fear of being bored. And I started hanging out with people, but then again I am like, I'm in Bangalore for such a long time. I'm being to pub culture, going to pub, going on a weekend trip, long weekend extended trip. And like, I have traveled half of the India. I would say only northeastern I have not traveled because of the like safety issues. But now I'm done traveling also. If I go out, I feel that okay, I want to go back home. So now I'm thinking where to go next and what to do next. So you can suggest me what to do next, to just get the this monotonous feeling away from my mind. Yep, I will wait for the advice. Thank you so much.